nice crowd. Sorry I haven't been here the last couple of months. Personal stuff that took me straight away from here.
I'm Kelsey Davis. I have been here also tried the last two meetings, but the first meeting I was here, the room was much smaller, and it's so nice to see such a great group of people filling the room, that we know that we have so many great team captains and great teams raising money for a great cause.
So tonight we're going to go through a lot of material, and we all have it on Facebook. April will be sending out the link. The link will be posted on our website, so you can go back and if you just want to hear me again, please go back to Facebook and click on YouTube and ask Frankfurt Writing, and you'll see me again with that smile. So let's move on. So Sarah, talk a little bit about Fight Back.
Okay, so this year for Fight Back, we want every campsite to have a little Fight Back message. It can be something simple, just a message about sun protection. We just want everybody to kind of put out a message to fit with our theme and educate everyone.
See, what Sarah was talking is basically real simple, because we want that message to be as short and sweet as to the point, because we want you to remember when you're out in the sun, slip it on, swap it on, and wrap up. How simple is that? But I guarantee you, people don't realize that when they're out in the sun. So they forget. So your message at your campsite can be very simple. Bullet points. We have one here that's a little more artistic, simple like that. And I like the different colors because it also shows, it incorporates the colors of cancer. Something you can take off on that.
Something that's worked at our campsite in Simi Valley. I do the Simi Valley Relay too. Is that we have a guy that's connected to his dermatologist, and through his dermatologist gets samples from sunblock protector people, and he gets all these little bottles, and we give them out at our tent up there at our campsite. And it'd be a great thing if somebody here has a connection to a dermatologist, a good friend or something like that, and they can get sunblock. It's a draw to your campsite, and we give them away because we get them for free. But you could bring them to your campsite for whatever else you're selling there, and they'd spend some time there when they pick up their sunblock.
Perfect. Okay, so let's move on to our gift baskets. We have two of our long-time, I'm talking about you and Sally. Come on, Sally and Angela. Long-time participant volunteers that have done the gift basket for years, and have done an incredible job.
Everybody get? Okay.
Hi everyone, my name is Angela Simona and this is Sally Kyle, and we also have Peggy, who's not able to attend today. Is it? Okay. Hello, you two. So we're just going to quickly go through the silent auction basket guidelines. We're hoping to kind of make it simple so you guys understand what sells and what doesn't, I guess you can say. So I'm just going to kind of go through this kind of quickly. You organize one basket per team. Unless you want to do more baskets, that's great. But one nice basket per team is what we're asking. And if it can have a value of $50 or more, that would be great. And that means all the items that are donated in the basket will equal, a value of $50 or more. Of course, we get baskets that are worth, hundreds of dollars. But the minimum of $50 would be great. Sometimes people will want to donate a single item, for example, an autographed football or something like that. If you're going to donate a single item for your team, please make sure that it's worth $50 at least, or at least over $25, because we don't, unfortunately, smaller single items don't really get a lot of bids. And So we're trying to avoid that. If you have smaller items that you want to donate to raffle, we'll take them. That would be great.
We don't want to,
Okay.
we don't want to pass anything
No.
up, and, but we just are trying to kind of maybe streamline it a little bit from past years.
Okay, so you're going to pick a theme. I don't know if anybody has had a chance to start thinking about that, but when you have your meeting with your team, you pick your theme. There's themes, you guys be creative. Think about, hey, what would I bid on? What would be cool to me? What would I want to have a bidding war with someone? We've listed a few items that have done well in the past on the guidelines, so you can take a peek at those. For example, gardening baskets or coffee themed baskets or wine tasting, which brings me to alcohol. No alcohol in the basket, okay? The basket can be a wine tasting theme or a beer theme. It can be that, but unfortunately that alcohol cannot be in the basket. You have to be creative, and it'll be on your sheet that you can see at the back. You'll see there's a sample of an items list.
And you can take a picture of the wine
Take
bottle.
a picture of it.
Post
Yeah,
it on something,
perfect.
put it in the basket.
Yeah.
An empty case, a 6-pack holder of beer, something like that, if
Yeah.
it was that kind of a basket.
So, and then what happens with that is when you drop off your basket to us, if you do have like tequila, if it's a margarita basket, let's use that as an example, because this has actually happened to us last year. And it comes with tequila. Keep that bottle of tequila separate. When you drop it off at the basket check-in, please make sure that you have the tequila bottle clearly labeled, that your team name, what basket it goes with. So what happens, we store it, and then when the winner comes to pick it up, we will give them the bottle of tequila. Okay, so that's how alcohol works. If there's any questions on that, just give any of us a call or email any of us. Our email addresses are on the bottom of the page. No perishable items. I know that's kind of a no-brainer, but no
But we did
perishable
have-
items.
We did have some candy,
But that wasn't perishable.
but it was melted.
Yeah.
Oh,
Next one.
oh, sorry.
And then avoid chocolate or candy that it melts. Unfortunately, on a hot day,
Under the tent.
under the tent, it will melt, and it doesn't matter where we place it because, as you know, the sun rotates or the earth rotates. So when we put it in one shady spot, by the end of the day, it's not in that shady spot anymore. Okay, so the next, you make sure that your baskets are wrapped securely. Sometimes we will get baskets that are not wrapped, and we don't really have that stuff with us to wrap it up real nice. So please make sure it's all wrapped and ready to go. You'll have to have a typed basket description of items and make sure that it's securely attached or inside the basket.
Inside the basket, just as long as it's visible though. And, you can put, just like this example, if you want to put each item's value next to it, that can be done also. But just so people can see it. So they're not like, what is that?
And when putting the basket together, remember that the money that is raised from your basket goes to your team's fundraising. So the more you make, the more your team makes. And raffle items, we take raffle items, gift cards, it's all written here, sports memorabilia, anything that you would like to donate for raffle, we will take. Thank you. Okay, so this year, I don't know who, I'm sure there's lots of people who've done this before. We're changing things up a little bit to help. We're hoping it'll streamline things a little bit. We have 3 different basket check-in options this year. One is obvious. If you finish your basket, it's ready, bring it to any of your team captain meetings. Okay, we'll take it.
Make sure someone's here to get them for you.
The next option is we are going to have a basket pickup time on the Friday before drop-off, before relay in the Conejo Creek Fields parking lot from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. And so you can drop off your basket at that time. We encourage that if possible for you to give us our baskets early. Early means we can plan where we're going to put it. You know, we know how many, for example, if we have a couple gardening baskets, we'll know we're going to put those all together. Or if there's any questions or anything, it helps us plan for the day. And then, of course, we'll have basket drop-off that morning of the relay from 8:30 to 9:30 only. And please encourage whoever is dropping off the basket not to drop it off late. Because it's a lot of work that morning, to be honest with you, to set it all up and get all those sheets down. And when we have late drop-offs, we have to start moving things and pulling things up and trying to fit stuff in.
Makes it
So
a little crazy.
makes it just a tad bit crazy. And then just kind of, we want to put the word out that auction does not start until after opening ceremonies. Sometimes there seems to be a little confusion and people will come around and they get a little upset that they can't start bidding. It does not open until after opening ceremony.
We need that time to set up and be able to focus on what we're doing. And also we wanted, if anybody knows what they're doing, what their theme is, if you want to email us, because we're going to try to put themes, you know, try to put them a little bit together and have that planned ahead of time.
And that is it. Like we mentioned on the back as a sample of, you know, the best thing to do, you know, it's really fun if you kind of talk up the basket. You could put a little description like, hey, you know, if you had Sweet 16, you know, everything you need for a Sweet 16 party or whatever. Talk it up, your team name, and then be very specific about what's in the basket. And if you want to brag about the value, please do. You know, people like to know, hey, you know, this is awesome. This is a $500 basket. You know, got it for $150. So all those little things make a difference. And we're available for questions.
Okay, thank you. Our email address is at the bottom, so at any time you have any questions at all, please feel free to email us, and we'd be happy to help you. Okay, thank
And
you.
then, I think they're gonna email you the forms. Are you gonna email you the
Yes,
forms?
this here we will also email
Yeah,
you
we'll
guys
email
so
it
you
out,
can
so you'll have
send
it.
it to your team.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Frank.
Hope you have a great evening.
Thank you.
Okay, every year we've done is a Pantene Beautiful Length. Anybody been involved in that with Pantene having their hair cut? Sally? Rachel did, that's right. Mindy? What we're doing is every year we do it, and that's what the time we'll figure out the time. And what we're looking for is anyone that would like to donate their hair. Has to be a minimum of 8 inches long. And then what we do is we have people that will come and cut it, ponytail it, cut it, and then we send it off to Pantene, and then from there they make wigs for our cancer patients and the survivors. So if you're interested in that, last year we had probably about 6 or 7 people show up, and they were not involved with Relay, but they were friends of somebody that was involved with Relay. So if you know someone that's been saving their hair to get cut, you'd be surprised how many of them would love to donate their hair. And also, if you know anyone that cuts hair and that would like to donate an hour or 2 hours of their time, please let us know. Send me their email. We'll contact them, and that way we have 3 or 4 people that are able to cut hair there. So, any questions on that? And again, we'll post the information on our website in regards to the different conditions of the hair, because if there's a list of things that they have to abide by before they can accept the hair. So now we're going to talk a little bit about food. Chris.
Hi, my name is Chris. I am the food chair this year. And so is there anyone who's planning on giving out or selling food at your campsite? Good answer. No one raised their hand. Yeah, so per the Ventura County Health Department guidelines, you're not allowed to give out any homemade food. You could probably give out like pre-wrapped candy that you buy at the store, but we're not allowed to make anything at home and hand it out or sell it. There's going to be plenty of options for food at the event. We have islands coming, kettle corn, lemonade, shaved ice, gluten-free, dairy-free Italian ice, and a few other things that I'm working on right now. So tell your team to bring your money because there's going to be lots of opportunities to buy food, or there'll be giveaways as well. But I just want to remind you that, we're not allowed to give out any homemade food to anyone. You could bring food for your teammates, like you could bring whatever you want and have it at your campsite and give it out to people in your teams, but we're not allowed to give it out to the general public. So, yeah, question?
The permit, isn't there like a permit you could do that as a paying?
No, there is, if you are a permitted food provider, you can go through a TFF process to get permitted, and I can work with you. The health department will come out the morning of, and they'll inspect where you're going to be, where the food was prepped, where the food is being handed out, and all of your records. So if you want to do that, not your records, but you should have a permit from the health department to make food at that establishment. Like Islands has a health permit at their restaurant, so then they can make food on the premises. So, but if you have any questions and would like to look into this, I can help you. This is my 3rd year doing it, so I'm pretty familiar with the process. So if you'd like to, just let me know. Any questions? All right.
Perfect, thank you, Chris. Okay, survivors, keep on going. Michelle.
Okay, every year for the past couple years, we have been doing something special for our survivors. Every team, or I shouldn't say every team, most teams like to get involved in doing something special for the survivors. What they do is make either a raffle or a special little trinket of some sort, and all the survivors will get a little coupon. We make a little coupon book, and the survivors will get that when they register in their little bag. So what I'm asking is to get together with your team and think about something that you would like to do special for all the survivors that are coming. It can be one special raffle. You could raffle off a gift card for a free ice cream cone, or there's teams that have given away free books, a hug, a lollipop, anything that you can think of. So if you want to be involved in this, get together. We have a deadline of May 2nd to think of what it is that you want to do so that we can get the little coupon book together. And anything else?
Nope.
Any questions on that?
Do we tell you what it is we have to tell you by May 2nd what it is we're gonna.
There's a form that
Yes.
we have? You have that form? Okay, Shauna will, I guess, get the form out to everybody.
We'll put it on our website.
Okay. Okay, any other questions?
Perfect, thank you. How easy that was.
Every year we get individuals that say, how can I come out and help? I want to volunteer. I've got an hour, 2 hours of your time. And as team captains or as your friends come to you, please don't hesitate and turn them away. Tell them, sure, it's 24 hours, you know that for already. And we could use help all day long for a variety of things, from picking up trash to just running things back and forth. So if you run across anybody that says, hey, I'd like to come on and see what Relay for Life is about and like to volunteer just for an hour, if you can get their name and phone numbers and email address, and then you can send it to me, we're going to compile a list, and then our volunteer chair will contact everyone and just send them an email as a reminder that, hey, Relay for Life is this weekend, and you said you would volunteer between the hours of 2 or 3. And so please, if you have volunteers, capture their name and send them to me, and then we'll get them to our volunteer chair. Today we have one of our team captains that's going to be speaking about a fundraising adventure that they're partaking into. Randy.
Large people, but my name is Brandy Ferris. I represent Omega Rehab and Sport team, and I don't know if anybody's familiar with Omega Rehab and Sport, but we're a chiropractic and physical therapy facility here in Thousand Oaks. We do numerous other things, but we just added a podiatrist and a sports medicine doctor as well. So we are going to have a fundraiser on March 29th, and we're going to have vendors there, bake sale, craft table, lots of fun things. But what I'm asking, if you'd like to do, or offering, a little party square game. Basically, one is for massage and one is for the vendors. Start with the massage. The massage, Omega Rehab and Sport is going to offer you buy a square for $5. You can buy as many as you want, and you're going to get 3 massage, an examination, and a 30-minute massage. It's worth $380, okay? And then, so you're going to get that for $250, and then the other half is going to go to the teams. So $250 will go to the team. So we're going to split it 50-50. Your team is going to get half of that, and then our team will get half of that. Okay, and so that's $5 square, and each team captain will get one of those. And then the vendors will give away $100 worth of free product. They're $2 a square. I listed all the vendors here, and you can pick which vendor you'd like your product from. So again, it's going to be 50-50 split, so $100 for free product, and then the 50-50, so $50 and $50, okay? But at the day of the 29th, after everything's over and done, we're going to pick a name, and the winner will get the free product or the massage. You can go ahead and split the free product or split the massage, that's up to you, but that's the exciting thing, the fun product stuff. So that's the event. So I'll give one to everybody, okay? Thank you.
April. Question from the back. Yes, Dominic.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I handed out everyone a little half paper. We're doing something new this year. We're doing kind of a texting campaign. If you decide to opt in, you just text, you send the message to the first number, and then the number in red is what you send. And basically, we'll be sending out messages periodically, just reminders. And then the day of the event, we're actually going to try to have the schedule pre-programmed. So if you're into the system, you'll receive on your message, oh, the opening ceremony is about to start. Go to the main stage. So you don't have to try to listen to what the announcements. You can actually get it on your phone. And I know a lot of us carry around our phones around and we get all kinds of text messages. So we're trying that out this year. And on top of that, I also, last meeting, had handed out folders for fundraising. It was for Nothing Bundt Cakes. If you didn't receive one and you're interested, I do have more folders for all the team members. So I have them, and you can just come and see me after the event, after this. And there's fundraisers in the back, and I'm doing one for chocolate bunnies. And if anyone is having any kind of fundraiser whatsoever, please email us. We haven't been getting those emails. We're getting a little worried that there's no fundraisers going on. So we need to start getting those emails. We're getting close to the date, and rather than inundate the website with all these fundraisers suddenly the last couple of weeks, we need to start doing them beforehand. So please start sending us the emails. There is an email address on the bottom of the website to send us those fundraisers.
There will be more competition. I think competition is always the same place, but everybody waits till the end and we'll have a week with 10 things and we can probably only do one. So keep that in mind. It's better to do.
Yeah, and it'll burn people out too. I mean, you see 10 different fundraisers happening the same week. You finally can go, well, I'm not going to go to any of them kind of thing. You get a little frustrated after seeing so many of them. Okay.
For all our team captains, you do a tremendous job up there, and we truly appreciate everything you do. So what we have is some American Cancer Society Relay for Life pins, so we can have all the team captains and the co-captains please come up and get your pin and give us an opportunity to personally say thank you to you. So come on up. We'll start for this table, and then we'll work all the way around. And then Shauna, the event chair, will begin them up here.
Oh, yes, I will.
And we're just here to say thank you.
In the box.
In the box.
Hi.
Thank you.
Good. A little faster. We got a whole bunch to go through here. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And the envelopes are just
Thank you very much.
so I'll get you one. Thank you. Thank you. T-shirt in the back on the way out. T-shirt in the back. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
The difference is here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can you get one?
Because I'm the keeper of it. Okay. Thank you.
No. It's just a different new logo. And that green on the bottom now.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I did this morning.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Sweet. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming too.
Oh, finally, huh?
I tell you, it's just that opportunity to be able to just say thank you goes a long way. It really does, because you do so much for us. And, sometimes it just goes, you think you're in a thankless position, but we appreciate everything you do. So thank you very much. Last meeting, we talked a little bit about telling your story. It's so important that you have your story down, and we have the 800 number and then the website for Relay for Life. So again, just want to touch on telling your story. Should have 3 components of your story. When you make an approach is talk a little bit about your personal touch with cancer. Why are you involved with the American Cancer Society Relay for Life? Are you here as a survivor or caregiver? Are you here because you support a friend? And then talk a little about Relay for Life. It's a 24-hour event we use to raise funds, to raise money, and where the money goes. And then the third wrap would be, what is it that you want from them? Would you support me? Would you like to join my team? Would you like to make a donation? Would you like to be a corporate sponsor? And you'd be surprised to hear what people have to say. A lot of times we forget to make that ask. We forget that key component. You have a great story, and then you walk away, and somebody standing there and go, what do they want? And you go, oh, I forgot to make the ask. And it happens. It just happens. So don't forget to always have that, make that ask. What is it that you want from them? And, currently right now, there's 1 out of every 10 is involved with Relay for Life. That means only 10% of the population is involved with Relay for Life or know about Relay for Life. You'd be surprised so many people do not know about the Relay for Life. They know about the American Cancer Society, but don't know anything about Relay for Life. So wear your pin proudly, and you'd be surprised somebody's going to say, what is that pin for? And you can tell them about your story. So let's move on to Mike.
Everybody's going to want to be here April. Anybody want to know why? Campsite selection April. This year, campsite selection is going to be based on your fundraising amounts. The highest fundraiser is going to get to pick first. So if you're in first place as of the meeting date, you will be the first person or first team selecting a campsite. If there's a tie for any of the spots all the way up, we're going in reverse alphabetical order from the team, using the team name and going up. So you definitely want to be here next month. You want to tell, if you know any other team captains, they'll want to be here next month because you want to get your team, you want to get your campsite selected. In that vein, you also want to raise a few shekels during this month because you want to be higher up on the campsite selection so that you can select your campsite before others and get to a prime campsite. I know that I'm going to be pushing a little bit. My team hasn't raised very much this year so far, but we will. I just, as Frank was thanking everybody and they walked by for being team captains, I was kind of silent over here. I want to thank you team captains and committee members that are here for coming to the team captain meetings and for being here. We're here to support you. I got business cards for the first time tonight. If anybody needs my contact information, has any questions, come see me after the meeting and I'd be very happy to give you my business card. And you can contact me via my my cell phone or my email.
Kelsey.
Okay. I'm Kelsey Davis. I'm going to talk about recognition and thank yous. And I think we all know how important it is to recognize and thank the people that have donated, who have joined our teams, who are volunteering, who are supporting us. And the website makes it so easy for us just to, just click send. It's already formatted. It says it's all, thank you so much for participating in Relay for Life or donating for Relay for Life. And it's an easy tool and it's an important tool. I'm not taking that away, but I think it's also important to send your personal message to that person who's donated to you. Because that person recognizes that you are taking the time to recognize them and to acknowledge them, and they will be, hopefully, year after year, continue to support you and donate to you. So with that said, still click that send, because I do. I just did it today. Thank you, click send. But take the time to send maybe a personal email or even a personal handwritten note. My team member, I participated last year for the first time, and all of my team members are coming back. So that's I'm excited about that, and that shows that they had a good time. They recognize what Relay is all about, and they felt good. Something about them wanted to come back, and that's what it's all about. And so we can grow year after year, grow your team, grab some more participants, and it's all about, I think, recognition and the thank yous. Oh yes, I am going to name the top teams. So the top fundraisers are Dawn Steins with a little over $1,200. Me. And then Deborah Schweitzer with a little over $1,000. And the top fundraising teams are Keep Your Chin Up with $5,155, which is amazing. The captain is Jackie Bouchon. So thank you. And the second fundraising team is Over the Rainbow with $2,788. Captain April and Helen Talent. And then my team, Reason to Relay, in third with a little over $1,600. So thank you. We obviously we're all doing well, and we have only 2 months to go, and we have a big goal to get to, but I think every dollar, every cent counts towards a change, counts towards why we're sitting here in this room tonight. So good work, and continue the good work. Thank you.
Earlier we talked a little bit about fundraising, and as we were talking about fundraising, I was looking at the crowd and I saw a couple light bulbs going on and going, what is it that I can do to fundraise? Well, I tell you what, I've got the perfect fundraiser for you. Who wants to get involved in a fundraiser? Let's see the hands up. Oh, come on, raise those hands. Just support me for a change. Okay, here's a fun fundraiser that you can get involved with. We already have a team captain involved. Chris is involved already. It's doing the mud run. Have anybody done the mud run here before? Oh, John said that's right. John's a team captain. That's right. So we're doing a mud run. So we've partnered up with Camarillo, and they're doing a mud run on May 10th. A certain portion of the proceeds are coming back to Relay for Life here in Thousand Oaks and to Camarillo. They do the Dos Vientos mud run also in Thousand Oaks or Newbury Park later on in the year. And what we're looking for is, John is the team captain. We're going to have a relay team. And we're looking for participants that want to go out and get dirty, get a little muddy, have fun, enjoy themselves. If you've never done a mud run, this is something that you can put in your little bucket and say, I've done it. Yeah, you get dirty. Yeah, you get filthy, but boy, you have a lot of fun. If you haven't done it, think about joining our team. Come on out. And it's not a speed run, because I guarantee you will not run fast in knee-high mud. But it will be fun. If you decide to sign up, I'll give you some secrets how to get ready for the mud run. You need a little secrets for that. So we're looking for any participants. Anybody have their hands up that want to join us? John right there in the white hat. John will be here. John, raise your hand or stand up. John's the team captain. And again, the mud run's going to be fun. There are about 500 participants, and they're all ages, and it's not a fast race. You are probably doing it as a team. You're probably going maybe a 12-minute mile because you're walking most of it because you just can't run it. Yes, another participant or a question? What happens is the mud runs gives us a certain portion of everybody's registration fee that puts in the code. When you register, you put in the code Relay for Life, and then they divert some money to us, and we divide it with Camarillo.
And Frank's going to do it as well. So if you want to do the mud run with Frank.
Oh, I'm going to get out there. I've done it. Yeah, I've done a mud run before, and I thought to myself, I did the mud run in Camp Pendleton. There, I felt bad because that was a Marine Corps facility, and they are all hard bodies. I was like a 50-year-old guy walking in there, all these young studs, and I held my own. I got just as dirty as everyone else, so it was fun. It was fun. So think about it. See John. We'd love to have some team participants. We can wear our relay shirt because at the end of the event, nobody will know where you're from because it'll be full of mud. And then the week after that is our relay. What a way to get prepared for Relay for Life. Okay. Oh, yeah, that'll go over well. That'll go over well. So our next team captain meeting is going to be April 16th here at the library, and that's when we're going to do campsite selection. So we're going to be doing it during the meeting, so make sure that you show up or send a representative. Because if you don't send a representative or someone from your team, I'll place your team somewhere. You don't want to be where I tell you. Sean? No, that's April's going to do that. April, come on up.
Okay.
Today was the challenge for business card sponsors, so 2 of them. If you have handed them in, please tell me and hand me the business cards so I can put them on the website. And then next time, by the next team captain meeting, the challenge will be for every team member on your team to raise at least $100. That will be the challenge. So if every team member can raise $100, you'll be able to pass that challenge by the next meeting. Yeah, you get your t-shirts, your little wristband for your food, everything.
So sorry, does it compare, how does that compare to the top budgets, the challenges, or what's going to determine the campsite, or
They get points. Yeah. The combination, yeah. Yeah, they get points for each one.
Okay, the raffle. Did everybody get a raffle ticket? Or a half ticket? Everybody got a half ticket? Nobody doesn't have a half ticket. I'll double negative.
I'll get the bank.
So everybody got a raffle ticket, correct? So we have 2 notebooks and 4 tickets. Yep, we're going with the 2 chairs and popcorn first. 2 tickets and popcorn. Pick a number, any number. Just don't pick your own. What are the odds of that? Probably 1 in 30. Okay, the number is, I'll make the last 4. 4, or what's your 4? Popcorn. And movie. 4 tickets for 4. No, 2 tickets. 2. 4. He's confusing me. 4, 2. 4, 4, 2. All right. Yay. Winner, winner. Pizza dinner. Lots of pizza left. Oh, next one's going to be a notebook. A Relay for Life. American Cancer Society notebook. Ooh. 4448. Wow. The person came in right after. 4448. All right. Next one is going to be 2 movie tickets and popcorn. Okay, the popcorn and movie tickets. Popcorn movie tickets. 4433. When are we meeting? And the last one is a notebook. Again, Relay for Life. American Cancer Society notebook. 4445. There we go. I think most of those people came in early, so I think most of the people that wanted to came in early, so it might be an omen for next time. Or at least good.
We went through a lot of things tonight fairly quick, so does anybody have any questions that we may be able to answer for you, or anything that you want to discuss? Yes.
We have quite a few elderly people in our organization. Are we allowed to put a rocking chair on the track outside of our booth to allow them to walk the track rocking?
We will accommodate that. We will work with you maybe during the campsite selection, but that's a great thing for them to be out there. So we will create a spot in the event that the track doesn't accommodate it. We will do something to make it work for you. So it will happen. Yes, sir.
I'm Jackson, I'm the chair. I just wanted to encourage everyone.
Come on up, Jackson. Let's get him on YouTube. Let's get him up here.
Part of being on part of the committee is that you're YouTube friendly now. Jackson, give a little box.
Right here.
Yes, sir.
All right. I had like some elaborate presentation, but there's no video screen, so darn it. Come next month. If you need bags, let us know. We have order forms back there. It's 1 for $10 and 3 for $25. We're gonna put together an event either at the end of April or the beginning of May, where if you haven't done your bags, you can come by. It's probably going to be at a Boys and Girls Club in Thousand Oaks, and you could just hang out, like do your bags with all of us, and it'll be one big party. So.
It's a bag party.
Pretty much, yeah.
Cool. Illuminary.
With everyone from Relay, so why wouldn't you go? So that's all I have. Thank you.
So next meeting, Jackson will do his
Presentation, and we'll have the audio for you. It is great, great. Okay, any other questions? Again, I'm so happy to see so many faces. I know January is kind of a tough month. We had a lot of colds going around with the families and things like that. February is a little slow. March is here. By the time you know it, the year is almost up. So we're planning 2015 already. So if anybody wants to say, I want to get involved in that 2015 Relay Committee because I want to add my 2 cents, please see Shauna, see me. We'd love to add you. And before we say goodbye, I just want to say, being part of the Honor Society for the high school, Relay plays an important part in that. Tonight, Cindy had me sign off her paperwork for what she's done with Relay for Life. And it's so important that you incorporate that into your college life because Relay for Life really sets you aside from other people when you go off to college. I know when John was at Arizona, he immediately got involved over on the committee for Relay for Life. So it really adds that leadership for you. So thank you to all our youth sponsors out there.
Thousand Oaks Teens
Yeah.
I started late, but I'm letting you out early. Sweet. Thank you very much. We have plenty of pizza. Please help yourself.
Grab some pizza, because it stands true that if you don't take it, I've got to eat it. So please take some pizza home with you. Thank you very much.
'Cause when push comes to shove, you taste what you're